Johnny Bird on the track.
Salve, è il più grosso spettacolo rock dell'anno, il più grosso spettacolo mondiale. Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Keith Emerson on keyboards.
Okay, it's not going to rain anymore. We just telephoned the Vatican and it's all cool.
Greg Lake on guitar and vocals.
Oh!
Carl Palmer on drums and percussion.
Let's wait for Mr. Lake.
Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Rest assured you'll get your money's worth. Greatest show in heaven, hell or earth. You gotta see the show. It's a dynamo. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll. There behind the glass lies a real blade of grass. Careful as we pass. Long, long, long inside. The show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. You gotta see the show. It's a dynamo.
This European tour started here in the band's rehearsal rooms in a deserted cinema in London. Rocky, Emerson's equipment roadie.
You always were worried at the end of that roll that it came out too slow. I speeded it up a bit. And now you think it's too hard.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the end bit, when we're standing on the air. And you take it from just a straight rhythm. Like, we've been looking around for ages to find somewhere to rehearse. We had so many hassles to start with. We were playing in little church halls, and then we had the local neighbours complaining about the fact that it was too loud. One guy even came in and sort of complained that when he sat in the bath, the water was producing waves.
That's what messes you up, you see, before you were doing something with complicated parallel.
I get respect in the band as a bass player, but as a singer, you know, great. Sing the song, man.
You see, like, you have to tell me exactly what things you play. You know, like you have to tell me so, you know.
Back now to day 25 of the continuing European tour. The place, Austria. The time, 3 p.m.
It's a big relief for me to tour, because when you've been working on an album for several months, you finally get out there and play it to people, and that is the final way of expressing that piece of music, you know. So touring does mean an awful lot.
No. Doesn't have to be at home, doesn't have to be abroad. It can be the other side of the world. And providing the conditions are right for me, then I can perform.
Yeah, Munich last night. We played in the Olympic Stadium with, you know, where they had the track events, cycling. And we drew more people than the Olympic Games, which is nice. And then we're going to go back.
5 p.m. Press and television interviews.
Are you preparing a new record? Yes, yes. We've recorded some live tracks, and we should be going back to England in a few days and starting work again to complete the album, hopefully by September. We certainly have to finish this album. That's the next thing we're going to do.
6 p.m. The audience are arriving in the stadium. 20,000 fans are expected. 6:30 p.m. The band arrive in the dressing room. Stuart Young, manager and mentor to the band.
Those are super troopers are planted on. Takes them away from the customs, they've got stuff in the customs. Someone's flying over from the States, they've got stuff in the customs. Every time we're going to use a gadget, they do.
Stray Dog, supporting band on tour with Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Brian Magoo, road crew and collector of illegal bootleg tape recorders.
You cannot take it into the hall. They will get it back at the end of the show from the front of the stage. You must not record, right? It stays with me or I drop it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Brian Flowers, personal roadie to the band.
Emerson! Like and Bomber!
Well, I have a belief in my music, and I like to think that somebody out there is also believing it as well. Maybe it's a minority, but I like to think that somebody out there is living what I'm going through at that particular time. Music with me is an instinctive thing. I can and have disciplined it. But when you want to put on an emotion such as aggression, and the music is not enough to express it, I let myself loose. It's sad to think that sometimes it's only the visuals that people remember.
Yeah, you see, there's a level at which you perform professionally, where you must never go below, where they dig the music. But for me, there's a different level, where I get very angry if it don't go right, and it didn't go right. And it's one of those things that's...
Got a crowbar?
First of all, it came in about 15 seconds late.
Mike Lowe, road manager.
Come in, it was totally the wrong sound. I mean, I know you're not stupid enough to bungle it. Okay, let's like clear this room. Usually after most gigs there's a get-together, which is always great because you can talk about everything you've done.
So I need Francesca to be there, or else we do not go to England.
I'm not thinking that. Hold the record. I don't want you to
Not one flake on this whole tour.
All right! Yeah, all right! Yeah. I've drank a bigger lies than that before.
Mike Schiller, German concert promoter.
Gregory wrecked the suite. He broke the glass with a Coca-Cola bottle and tried to blame it onto me. And I want people in the room to say who broke it. He's the violent one in the band, not me.
What happened to the room last night, Greg?
An accident. We had a little bit of fun.
Look at this, look. Look at this. This is a Hilton, is it? Hilton. Conrad, if you're looking in, look, one soft one, one hard one. What the use is that? What's that about?
Big boy, big boy.
Each concert you do every night has totally different circumstances. The lights change, and the size of the stage changes, and the acoustics on the stage change, right? And we really wanted them to remain constant. But we commissioned somebody to design a proscenium, which is a metal frame, huge, mind you, 60 feet across, I think.
Construction almost completed, the road crew break for lunch.
Get a brown one.
For some days, against the advice of his doctors, Greg Lake had continued the nightly concerts, but the worsening throat infection had lost him his voice. Tonight, the concert must be cancelled. Press, radio, and television must inform the 30,000 people expected at the stadium.
How are you feeling?
Like I got a steel bolt through my neck.
Yeah?
The tour schedule could not be changed and the equipment must move direct to Rome. So the band agreed to return here at the end of the tour and play an extra concert.
There it is. You got to pull this one up now.
Well, that's going back the wrong way.
Well, which one's the other side? Wait a minute, I lost it.
The band, too, leave for Rome, but without Greg Lake.
You come to the Hilton Hotel, over the park, both of you come. Heavy massage.
No way. What do you want to do is as you start to double here, you want to pick up momentum.
Benny was the bobber and the pally dawn. He'd flash a granny's face up, giving off a chance. He'd sew you back to pieces, all for less than half a quid. He thought he was the meanest until he met with Savage Sid. started, he was a greaser with some nasty boots. He poured a pint of Guinness over Benny's boots. Benny looked at Sydney. Sydney said what's back in his eye. Sydney chose a switchblade and Benny got a cold meat pie.
Hello, hi, good morning. Here we are at the Italian Quarter.
Okay, everything's all right so far.
All right. Okay, Bob. Okay.
Kelly organizes the customs officials.
Delight. One hell of a fight.
There. Didn't take too long, did it? Back in Austria, still bedridden.
Doctor coming down again? No, I don't think so. Not unless the heat gets any worse, the pain gets any worse.
But can you feel it going now, or does it still feel heavy?
It feels better in the body.
Yeah.
Still in the throat.
Yeah.
Still in the throat.
By the scar of dressed in satin, waiting by the door. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was.
Walking around in the country is a great peace for me, away from touring and away from the concerts. When a song is composed by one of us, we play it to the others and we decide if we're going to use the song inside the band. Having made that decision, we really just set about seeing what we're going to use on it, what type of instruments it needs, how long it should be, how it should fit together. Sometimes two ideas fit together, written by one by myself and one by Keith, rather unnaturally, uncannily. And that always makes things interesting from a writing point of view. In the last stages of the recording, I usually write the words. And it usually ends up that I get more pushed towards the end of an album, and they're more pushed towards the beginning of an album. I think if you can have any gift in music, the greatest gift, I think, is to be a singer.
He was. Of his honor and his glory. Oh, what a lucky man he was. What a lucky man he was. Had found him, his blood as he cried. No money could save him, so he lay down and he died.
any sun down there?
There was sun and rain.
Yeah, sun.
It would have been great if I'd have made Rome.
Yeah.
I'd been ill there, ill in the sun.
What can you do? A guy has laryngitis. You know, it's an act of God, just like the rain is. It's hard to, you know, face the fact. How much are they? No, you gotta be kidding. Keith and Greg sort of happened to meet up on stage, and Keith was playing his piano and Greg just got in and played some bass. We got chatting and he said he was pissed off with what he was doing, and Greg says, I feel the same way with what I'm doing. They then broke up their individual bands and they started looking for a drummer. Greg called me up and he said a classic line that just freaked me. He said, if you don't join this band, you're not only damaging yourself, but you're damaging me, and that's heavy. It's like it came in like a ton of bricks. Then I met Keith, who was very, very inhibited as a character, you know. He didn't say much, hi man, let's play. That's what I dug about Keith, you know. Keith came in on a pure musical thing, you know. Let's play.
In London some months earlier.
I need to prepare the physical part of my body, like the way my arms move, to improve as a drummer, making sure that my body now is capable of playing all of these things that I've got mentally stored.
Music tutor Gilbert Webster.
Well, I think we should do something now in the repertoire of the classical.
Okay.
Yes, I think William Tell.
Why not?
A nice overture. I think you'll like it. Right, when you turn to William Tell, it's got a, yes. Oh, well, take your sweater off. Oh, the pullover, what do you call it?
Oh,
I like the colour.
you do?
Yes, very nice.
But the T-shirt, you see what it
Yes.
says? Different drummer?
I know, it's all right, yes, yes. We're all different. Well, William Tell. The best of luck.
At his home in England, Keith Emerson relaxes.
When I write a piece, I could write it too well within my limits. I could make it easy for myself. I could write a simple 12-bar blues and maybe it would go down just as well. But I don't. The pieces which I'm writing now are beyond my limits, and they're beyond the limits of the group. But as I've got to have this push, I've got to strive for something new and different. I mean, you can play a fantastic concert and everything goes perfectly well. You play a fantastic solo. And maybe the press criticize it and put it down completely. I mean, that means nothing. It means nothing at all, because I know that how I played then was okay. So therefore, I am my own judge. I just allow my mind to wander over improvisations at the piano, at the keyboard. I don't know, I have a feeling inside me. It's not a question of visuals or whatever. It's just a feeling inside me, and it's an effect. And I try and live that effect, which I'm after. So if I'm writing to a strict form like a fugue, I prefer to sit down with manuscript paper and work it out mathematically. After I've created that, it's the most incredible high. I mean, I can just walk around, I'm floating on air, you know, and just living off that sensation.
Ready this week, Bandits, 9 o'clock.
The Golf Alpha Zulu Whiskey Bravo.
Back, however, in Rome and still awaiting the recovery of Greg Lake. At last, in good health and nearing Rome. Day 29.
It's been very tough. It's been amazingly tough. It's sheer physical. It's a physical thing. It's just an incredible amount of work to be done, and the road crew are perhaps getting 2 or 3 hours sleep each night. And now we're losing guys at the rate of 1 or 2 a day in hospital. With fatigue, it's gotten to be really hard. The guys are just in an awful state. On one gig, I think we had 30 guys going to the doctor, a big queue of guys at the doctor getting injections in the bum. They're all bending over.
Together again, details of the tour are sifted and analyzed.
What are the safety things like on this?
I'll vibe you. They're there.
The net is to catch the bulbs.
The net is to catch the bulbs. The safety chains are on all the lights.
Neil Ratner, lighting producer.
We got proper sandbags for ballast. And we also have 2-meter stakes, steel stakes, which we've driven like 14 around the back. And we're tying guy wires. Brand new 100-meter length guy wires.
So I don't have to wear a crash helmet.
No, definitely not. It's sturdier than I ever imagined it could be. Very sturdy. Those sandbags really do a job.
I think we'd be better advised to think about like what we're going to do, sort of musically, recording-wise, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Francesco, Italian concert promoter.
We need a dressing room for tonight. If the group have a nice dressing room...
We want definitely the caravan.
I think it's
I can get a caravan, but I don't want to get any responsibility on the caravan.
If we get a caravan, we can put it in behind the barrier.
Yeah, what's happening if 1,000 people come behind the barricade?
We don't bring in roadies. It's a good band. Yeah,
What's happening if 2,000 people come behind the barricade?
We have 2,000 people get behind the barricades every day in Belfast.
Maybe we can have 30,000 people tonight.
I don't like it shabbier and shabbier.
Emerson, if I get dirtier and I get dirtier and I
Yeah.
I'm
finally, Rome, Thursday, day 30. Bologna, Friday, day 31.
Wanna be an angel, you wanna be a star, you wanna play some magic on my guitar. You wanna be a poet, you wanna be my string, you could be anything. Do you wanna be the lover of another, and another you could even be the man on the moon? You wanna be the player, you wanna be the string. Let me tell you something, it just don't mean a thing. You see, it really doesn't matter if you're buried in disguise by the dark glass on your eyes, though your flesh has crystallized. But still, you turn me on. Oh, you turn me on. Oh, you turn me on.
Milan, Saturday, the last of 27 concerts in 32 days.
Any more towels, Brian?
It's a cloth and please.
How about a groover before we go home?